is equal to B. This is a condition. Okay, this is one condition. So if it is true, there will be, if it is true, then there will be one condition, that is pass. Okay, else there will be one more action, that is false. Okay, fail or false. So for every condition there will be an action, but if we have more conditions, then we go for decision table. If we have more conditions like this, if A is equal to B, then pass. Else if A greater than equal to B, then print Raja. Okay. Else if A less than or equal to B, okay, print Darshan. Okay. Else if, like this, if you have lot of conditions, if you have more conditions, then we go for decision table. Like this, A is equal to B one condition, A greater than or equal to B one condition, A less than or equal to B one condition. Like this, if we have more conditions, then we go for decision table. Okay. Now let us consider an example. Suppose now I'm considering an example where transfer money online. So to transfer money online. Okay. To transfer money online, what all the things we require to transfer money? What all the things we require to transfer money? Okay. What all the things that we need to transfer money?
Check and verify the card number, and check and verify the, whatever the amount entered with the bank balance.
Account should be already verified, right? Account should be already verified. So we should have an account. That account should be already verified. That is first condition. Okay. We should have an account, and that account should be verified by the manager or someone in the bank. So once you open the account, then that account should be activated. Okay, that is means by verified. So if it is activated, then that means your account is verified, right? Can you agree that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you open the account and you submit all the documents, okay, immediately they won't give the account, right? They will verify, they will check, and they'll give an account. So the account should be already verified. That is the condition. Okay. OTP matched. That is the second condition. Okay. Next one is sufficient balance. These are the three conditions we need to check to transfer money from one account to another account through online. Okay. Let us assume that we have three conditions that needs to be met to transfer the money online. Okay. Account should be already verified. So if you transfer an account, if you try to transfer amount from your account, then it will ask you to enter the OTP, right? So here don't worry about here, but Indian accounts, if you want to transfer money online, okay, if you have added the beneficiary, it will ask you to enter the OTP. To process the transaction, it will ask you to enter the OTP. Okay. Once OTP you enter, then it will check whether the sufficient balance is there or not. Okay. These are the three conditions that we need to check for this test case. Okay. We have multiple conditions. One is account already verified, OTP is matched, sufficient balance. These are the three conditions that we are going to take it for this example. Okay. Now actions performed are, what are the actions that we are going to do here? What are the actions?
As a tester.
What are the actions here? One is transfer money. If everything is fine, transfer money. If we enter OTP wrong, block the account. Okay, then insufficient balance. If there is an insufficient balance, throw an error saying insufficient balance. So if everything is okay, if every condition is met, then the action is transfer money. Okay. If OTP is not matching, if you enter wrong OTP, and this condition is verified, and you got the OTP, and this condition is also verified, but you entered the OTP wrong, then what has to happen? OTP wrong, then retry. There will be three options, three times, right? Three times they'll give.
Yeah.
If you enter three times wrong, then the account should block. Okay. So account verified, OTP matched, but the sufficient balance is not there. Then it has to throw an error saying that you have insufficient balance. So for every condition, there will be an action. For every condition, there will be an action. Based on the condition, we have an action. So at this type of testing, we go for decision table. So what we are going to do, we are going to write a table where, see, like condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. Okay, these are the three conditions that we have, right? We have three conditions. What are the actions? Action 1, action 2, action 3. We have three actions. So I'm going to design a table in such a way that, what is the condition 1?
Account verified.
Account already approved, right? Account approved. This is the condition. What is the second condition? OTP.
OTP match.
Third one?
Sufficient
balance. Okay, these are the three conditions that we have. What is the action 1?
So this action is like if these all three conditions satisfied, then action 1 gonna trigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is action 1? Transfer money.
Transfer money.
What is action 2?
What
is action
lock
2?
the account.
OTP not matched or lock the account. Okay. OTP not matched or locked. What is action 3? Balance.
Throw the
insufficient. Yeah. Throw insufficient balance error message. Okay. Then we are gonna write test cases. Okay, we are gonna write test cases for these. Okay. What I'll do, I'll prepare test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, test case 4, test case 5. Okay. So condition 1, if it is true, let us assume that it is true. Okay, account is already verified. Okay, then OTP entered correct. If OTP entered correct, then true, right? Balance is there. True. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Okay, these three conditions met. True means it is met. That condition is met, approved. OTP, he entered correct OTP. Then balance, yes, sufficient balance is there. Then what has to be executed? This one has to be executed. Right? This action should be performed. So if everything is met, then what happened? The transfer money should be executed, right? The money should be transferred to the account, beneficiary account, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll take second test case. True. Second one, OTP, false, then true. But what action it has to be executed?
Action 2.
Action 2. This action should be executed. Right? It has to throw a message saying that OTP not matched, or it has to lock the account. Okay. Same way, I'll write one more test case. True. And the
True,
true,
false.
false. Then what action it has to be executed? This one, right?
Last one is
Okay. Next. False. What happens? Do we need to check this one? Do we need to require to check this one? Why?
Yes.
My account itself not there. What you're gonna verify?
Nothing. Cancel.
Account itself not there, right?
Yeah.
Account
But
itself
we
not
don't have
approved.
any action for that.
There will be
There is
no
one more
action.
action.
Yeah.
Oh, no action. Okay.
No action. There will be no action. The
Okay.
account itself not there, then if we can't able to transfer or we can't able to do anything. So nothing. We can't do anything. If account itself not there, then we can't do anything. So what about that? Suppose true and both false.
OTP.
What happens?
First,
Both false.
block the account. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So nothing will be executed. So OTP not matched, it will be thrown error, and insufficient balance will be thrown error. Both actions will be executed. Have got it? Like this, we'll divide the work into and check conditions. Okay. So like this, we will design design a table where we can check. So true, 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 false, true, 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 false, false, true, false. We have right. Yeah, suppose if I want to write suppose 0, 0, 0, then what we do? 0, 0, 1,
1.
0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. We have different conditions, right? We can write like this, right? If you want to write for 3 conditions, we can write 0, 0. First all false, then the last one is true, remaining 2 are false. The middle one is true, the remaining 2 are false. The first one is true, the remaining 2 are false, like this. Okay, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So 8 conditions. For 3 conditions, we can write 8 test cases.
Yeah.
So like this, we need to prepare a table to for each condition. What is the action? Okay, what is the action that we are gonna get it? This
So rather,
3
if the numbers itself, like when you put a 000 as a condition 1, so another one, because we are not putting other numbers, right?
Yeah.
So then we're gonna put false in there or what? Oh, I can't see the screen.
Can I see?
Yeah, now.
Can you able to see this one?
Yes.
So you are asking what is the question? Sorry, can you come again?
So you have the numbers, right? 000001010 like
Yeah.
that. So suppose like all together combining, it's like all together, right? Positive and negative
Yeah.
tests. So the
Yes.
negatives are not gonna like the all positive gonna work and negative is
Yes.
should be a false.
False. That's it. The same. So if this condition fail, then it has to throw whatever the message that needs to be. Like for OTP, if we enter wrong OTP, then it should throw an error message saying that OTP is not matched. That particular action should be triggered. For that particular condition, whatever the action that is need to be there, that needs to be triggered.
Okay.
For balance, third condition is balance. The third condition is balance. If the balance is not sufficient, if there is no sufficient balance, then automatically this third action should be triggered. For every condition, there is an action. For if everything is satisfied, then amount transfer or transfer money is the condition action. If any one of the so action on account approved, okay, instead of transfer money, we can take one more action also. Account not activated also we can take one more action. We can take, right? Account is not activated, so we can take one more action here. For action 1,
Can you scroll down? We can see.
scroll down. Can you able to see?
No, it's showing on the testing. So in the very first part.
Okay, let me. I think I'm sharing different window. Okay. Can you guys see now?
Yeah.
So suppose for condition 1, we'll take account not approved. Okay. First action, we say that account is not approved. Second action is OTP not matched. Okay. Second action is OTP is not matched. Third action is insufficient balance. Action 4 is transfer money. Suppose I have created a table like this. Okay. If the account is not approved, here false, right? First one, then it has to be executed.
Yeah.
Okay. If this one OTP is false, then automatically action 2 has to be executed. If this one is false, then third action should be executed. If everything is true, then this one has to be executed.
Transfer the money.
So like this, we are gonna create a table to cover all the coverage of the test cases will be done like this if we have more conditions.
So it
So
should have 4 conditions, right?
No need.
No need, right? It can be 3 also.
Yeah, 3 also. Conditions, any number of conditions. Actions might be any number of actions.
Yeah, okay.
No need to have the same number of conditions and same number of actions. So I created condition 1, account approved, whether it is approved or not. We'll check. If it is false, then it has to be executed that account is not approved. Doesn't matter whether how many conditions we have, how many actions we are going to get it. So we need to think about how many actions we can create for the conditions that we have here. Right? So we can create this many scenarios for this because we have 3 conditions. So we can create this many test cases. So all false also we can do, right? But that doesn't require, all false is not required because if account is itself not there, then no point
There
of
is
doing
no point. Other test.
point of doing. That's why we are skipping that one. So this one also, because account itself not there, so no point of doing it. Here account itself not there, so no point of doing it. So that's why we are skipping these 3 scenarios and we are covering only these 4 scenarios. We are covering only one scenario for the account not created. Okay, one scenario for account not created and the remaining 4 scenarios with the different conditions. So 5 test cases we are covering. So that So just to make sure that all conditions are met or not, we are designing a table so that will tell us whether we have covered all the conditions or not.
And that's how
So
people write the test case, right? This is how it is.
when we have more conditions, then we can write test cases like this by designing a table. Are you fine with this decision table?
Yes. Yeah.
So when we have more conditions, then we go for decision table. For each condition, there will be an action, one or more actions. Okay.
So you know
This
how
is
we
about
decide whether we go with the boundary or decision, because condition should be more than some numbers like 3, 4, then we go for a decision.
if it is a range of values.
Okay.
If it is a range of values, then we go for boundary value analysis or equivalence partitioning.
Okay.
If it is in the range 8 to 12,
Oh yeah, so 8 to 12.
1 to 500, if it is in the range, then we go for equivalence partitioning or boundary value analysis. Okay. If it is conditions, if you have more conditions, this is conditions.
Conditions,
Right?
no numbers.
No numbers.
Yeah.
When we have conditions, then we go for decision table. When we have a range, so some range from 10 to 50, like 500 to 600, that range. If there is a range, then we go for boundary value analysis or equivalence class partition. Okay. Now, what is meant by state transition? What is state transition? So in state transition technique, so based on the input condition, the application behavior will change. Okay. When the application behavior is changing based on the input that we are giving, that time we go for state transition. So when I give example, it will be more, it will understand more. Okay. In state transition technique, if there is a condition, based on that condition, the application has to behave. Okay. So this technique will be used only to check the behavior of the application. So by entering various input conditions. So suppose let us take an example. I have gone for a ATM withdrawal. Okay. ATM withdrawal. This is an example. When you go for ATM withdrawal, okay, first I'll insert the card. Okay, first I'll insert the card, then I'll try to first attempt. Let us take first attempt. This is the condition. First attempt, second attempt, third attempt. So I'll go to the ATM machine. I'll insert my card and I'll enter the PIN first time. First time I enter the PIN. If it is correct, then what happens? It will withdraw money. Okay. Otherwise, if yes, right? If yes, if it is no, then it will ask you to enter the second attempt, right? If you enter the if you enter the wrong pin at the first attempt, then it will pop up to enter the second attempt, right? If you enter the second attempt wrong, then what happens? It will ask you to enter the third attempt. Okay. If you enter third attempt, then what happens? It will block. Right? This you know, right? 3 times. If you enter continuously 3 times wrong pin, then what happens? Your card will be blocked. You know, right? This one. Take an
Yes.
ATM withdrawal machine. You gone to the ATM withdrawal machine. Then first you attempted to enter the right pin. You failed it. Then it will ask you to enter the second time. Then you failed it. Then you enter the third attempt. You failed it. Then card will block. Suppose if you enter the right pin here at the second attempt, what happens?
Money out.
Withdraw money. So if you enter third attempt right, what happens? Withdraw money, right? So if you enter third attempt wrong, then it will go block. This is the scenario where we have for transition table. For every input condition, there will be change in the state of the application, right? When we enter pin first time, correct? How the application is behaving? It is
Withdraw the
withdrawing
cash.
money. Yeah. So for first condition, how the application is behaving? If it is right, it is behaving in one way. If it is wrong, it is behaving in the other way, right? So if you enter correct pin, it is going on withdrawing money. But if you enter wrong pin, it is asking us to attend. It is asking us to enter again. So second time, if you enter the right pin, then it is withdrawing money. So for every action, it
There
is
is
behaving. Application is behaving differently, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, we go for state transition.
all right.
Whenever the application is behaving based on the action, that time we go for state transition.
And this is only for condition-based commands, right?
This is also condition based, but the behavior of the application. We are checking the behavior of the application. For every condition, there is different. Here, this is also same, right? This is also similar, but we are preparing test cases in a different way here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are using a table to prepare the test cases, but here we are, but the application is behaving every time differently. For every action, there is a different condition. Here, based on 3 conditions, okay, it is behaving, right? If
Yeah.
3 conditions are correct, then it is behaving. It is giving one transfer money. So similar, both are similar, but only the difference is here we are creating a table to check all the conditions are working or not. Here we are creating a table. We are preparing a test cases based on the application behavior.
Okay. So
How the
it's the
application
way
is
you
behaving.
gotta. It's like a different way of writing a case study, right?
Yeah.
Because both are doing the same thing.
Both are doing the same thing. Yeah. The same way, if you see equivalence class partitioning and boundary value analysis, both are same, right? Doesn't have much difference.
Okay.
Equivalence class partitioning, we are writing more scenarios when compared to boundary value analysis. Boundary value
Yeah.
analysis, we are writing only 5 tests, but in
Fine.
equivalence partitioning, we are writing 2, 4, 6, 7. We are increasing the test cases. So wherever there is a chance to use boundary value analysis, we go for boundary value analysis instead of equivalence class partitioning. The same
Thanks.
way here also, the same way we here also, if there is a chance to go with state transition, okay, we go for state
Yeah.
transition, else we'll go with the decision table. So just you remember, if we have more conditions, then we go for decision table.
Decision table.
Yeah, if we have more conditions, then we'll go for decision table. But when we have when there are action, for every action, if there is a different behavior by the application, then we go for ATM withdrawal. Then we go for transition state transition. For
So
we'll check
but Raja, it's the same thing where we are doing. Like for this example, if you say for decision table also, like when you don't have a account registered with the bank, there is a reaction to not to give the money, right?
Yeah,
And if it is correct, then you go for the next step to OTP. OTP is it correct,
yeah,
then you go for if it is not good, then you gonna go rejection.
yeah.
Three
So
time you
here we
have,
have more conditions, right? Here we have more conditions.
but both are the same, right? Almost.
Here,
But
what is there?
it
Only two conditions. Only
okay,
one condition, right? Whether it is fail or pass.
okay,
If it is fail, give money. If it is pass, just asking us to again enter the money, enter the OTP. We don't have more conditions here. Do you think we have more conditions here?
no. Oh yeah, because there is no OTP and stuff in
Yeah,
between.
there is no OTP and insufficient balance, nothing, right?
Yeah. Okay. So right
Just here,
away, if it is good, yes.
only we have the behavior of, we are checking whether the application is behaving properly or not, right? If we enter the application, if we enter the right pin, it is going with wrong money. If we enter wrong pin, it is asking us to enter again.
Oh, it's like login. When you do the email address and password, if it's directly
Password,
show
yeah,
it's wrong.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if it is good, then you just go in user
yeah.
profile.
That also, yeah, that also we can take it as an example. Everyone understood what is meant by, what is the difference between the state transition and decision table? In decision table, if you have more conditions, then we go for decision table. But in state transition, for every action, the application will be behaving differently. At that time, we go for state transition. To check the behavior of the application, we go for state transition.
State transition.
Okay. So here, when we give the right pin, it is behaving differently. When we give the right pin, wrong pin, it is behaving differently, right? But in this case, it's not like that. We have condition. If the one condition is okay, then it is going to check the second condition. If that is okay, then it is going to check the third condition. If everything is okay, then it is transferring money. So we have multiple conditions here. All the conditions has to be met. But here we don't have multiple. Sorry. Here we don't have conditions, lot of conditions. Sorry. Here we don't have a lot of conditions. If it is correct, then withdraw money. If it is wrong, again it is asking to enter the pin. It's not a condition. It is giving a chance to re-enter the pin. That is not the condition, right? It is behaving differently. The application is behaving differently. Have you got it? Yes, 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 no?
Yes, sir.
Servil?
Yes.
I got it, Raja.
Okay. Okay. So now we go for error guessing. Guessing the error, that's it. Error guessing is guessing the error. How you gonna guess the error? Just trial and error method. So if you want to test the amount field, okay, they'll say that it should be an integer, should be whole number, or it should be an integer value. So amount transfer, you see, right? Right? Amount transfer from account number to account number, then amount field where we need to enter the amount that needs to be transferred to the account, right? So in the amount field, we should enter only integer values. So here, what are the tests that you're going to do? This is not range. This is not condition. This is not action, right?
Uh,
Amount field is an action, condition, range.
It's
I think
condition.
I think there are no perfect rules are defined here, right? Error
Yeah.
guessing. It all depends on the tester's
So
previous
yeah,
experience.
yeah. Here only the condition is it should be an integer value, right?
Yes.
Only it should be an integer value. That is the only condition that we have in this particular scenario. So what we are going to do? Enter 100 rupees. It has to accept, right? Because it is an integer value.
Yeah.
because it is integer value, so it is positive scenario. Pass. Now, what errors you can guess here?
If it is more than the funds on the account, right? Then it's
No,
reject.
I don't want to test all those. I want to check only whether it is accepting integer values or not. I don't bother about insufficient balance or balance. That is not my
Okay.
test case.
Oh, so the points 100.50 something.
Yeah, 100.50. Has to, it should not accept, right? Because it should accept only integer values. Next, so what you are doing, you are guessing the errors, right? You are trying to fail the application. You are trying to fail the application. So you are guessing the errors. What can we enter? I'll enter 100 rupees. What happens? I'll enter
Oh,
$100.
$100. Okay.
Okay. I'll enter 110.00. Okay. What else?
It's gonna fail or get error.
100 rupees. Like this, I'll guess the errors. What can I do to break the system? Just guessing the errors. Okay. That is error guessing. Just guessing the errors. This is totally based on your previous experience. Testing, based on your previous testing experience, we do this guessing errors. Okay. So the error guessing will come based on the previous experience.
So the goal is to break the system, right?
That's it. As a tester, the main goal is to break the system. How we can break the system? Our intention is to break the system. As a tester, our intention is to break the system. You should keep that in mind. How I can break the
Finding
system.
loopholes.
Yeah. So that's why we need to think out of bound and try to how can I break the system. So whenever you plan to test it, you should keep in a mind that, oh, how can I break the system?
How frequently do testers use error guessing, Raja?
Depends on the application. So if it is amount transfer field, then if it is a banking, then we need to do wherever required. Like if you are testing any edit boxes,
Hmm.
that time we go for error guessing.
Okay. Testing any edit
Username,
boxes in any
yeah,
domain, right?
any domain, yeah. Whether it is a banking, whether it is a web application, whether it is a standalone application, whether it is a desktop application, doesn't matter. Okay. So if you take a username, it should accept only alphabets. It will be given like it should accept only alphabets. What all the things that you verify? What you did here? What you did here? So we entered special characters, we enter numbers, we enter spaces, right? Username. If you want to enter, it has to accept only special characters. Then we are guessing the errors only right here. This is also
Yes.
guessing the errors, right?
Yeah, correct.
So this will come based on your previous testing experience. So error guessing will be done only based on our previous past experiences. Okay. So as a fresher, we are not able to think much, but based on your experience for every application, so you might be you have worked on banking application. Then suppose after that you worked on e-commerce websites. Then after that, again you go for banking application. Okay, banking project. First you went to banking project, you learned there something. Then you moved to some other project, that is e-commerce project. that is Flipkart or Amazon or something. Then you move back to banking project again. At that time, your previous banking experience will help you how to test the application, right? Because you already got the knowledge to test how to test the banking application. So whatever the experience that you got it in the previous project, the same knowledge you will be implementing here to break the system.
Yeah, understand.
So that's why error guessing will come based on our previous past experience. Okay. So this is about test case design techniques. Okay. Anything you want to ask or anything you want me to repeat? Uh, until now, are you clear?
Yeah.
So please, you'll be getting 5 days gap in between. Try
Yeah.
to watch my videos. Okay, try to watch my videos or try to read the documentation that I sent. Okay, please.
Yeah.
If you don't read, just if you're coming to the class and listening and going back, that doesn't help actually. Okay, you should become thorough. You should thorough. So if you read today's class, next day you go back, study the study both classes. So yesterday you went home, you study the whatever the class that I have done. Today you go study the class what I have told today. Then revision both first class and second class. But it's easier for me to tell you because I too came from you from your place only. So I went to classes. I learned these all the things from someone. Okay. Uh, Same thing. I have tried like 6 months to get a job because whenever I went for classes, I didn't follow properly. So
Okay.
again, I need to do revision, go attend interviews, learn something from the interviews, prepare according to the interviews. So it's like cycle, right? Until you get a job, for every interview, you will be learning something.
Yeah,
So
and
if I
Raja,
don't,
one more question I have. So they in interviews they ask like this stuff like more theory or
so if you go for manual testing, definitely they are going to ask you these questions.
theories. Okay.
Whatever the questions I say, like this is going to be the interview question, then that question will be coming for you.
All right. Okay.
What is mean by SDLC? What is the difference between SDLC and STLC? What is the defect life cycle? What are the different testing techniques that you are going to use to write a test case?
Oh, we need to remember all stuff.
Yeah, these all the things. I'll give the questions. Those questions definitely you're gonna get it. One or the other question will be coming because they're not gonna ask you all the topic questions, right? They're not gonna ask all the topic questions. They'll ask only few questions, maybe any question. Out of these any question they may ask. They may ask
All right.
about only technique error test case design techniques. So you need to explain about these five.
Yeah.
Or they may ask you what is mean by error guessing, what is mean by transition table, what is mean by decision table, what is mean by equivalence class partitioning, what is mean by uh, boundary value analysis. They may ask you what is the difference between decision table and transition state. So it depends. Like for every question, if I ask one question, based on your answer, the next question will be coming from the interviewer. If he's a proper interviewer, if he's doing a proper interview, then based on
Yeah.
your answer, the next question will come.
Okay.
If he's not a proper interviewer, if he's coming up with some Google questions and asking you, and he is expecting the same answer what the Google has written, then he is not a proper interviewer. Most of
Yeah.
them will be like that only. So whenever the interview comes in, if he is preparing some questions from the Google and he is expecting the same answer that Google has given, then that time it doesn't work out. So
Yeah,
if
because
you tell
they
the
don't
same
know
answer
what
that
to.
Google is given, then you can't tell. We can't tell as per the Google, right? We can't by heart the definition.
Yeah. We
So
can explain, but
yeah.
we don't
So
memorize.
this means what is that mean? If we 60% your knowledge, 40% luck has to come in favor of you to clear the interview.
Yeah, in most technical round, nobody asks from Google.
So many people will ask from Google. That's what I'm telling.
Yeah,
See,
I've given so many.
whoever is working in the industry from last 5 years or 10 years or 12 years or 20 years, okay, they don't know the basics. Whoever whoever working in the industry from last 5 6 years, they don't know the basics. They don't know even what is meant by equivalence class partitioning. Okay,
So,
because they
so
don't need, once you enter into the system, you don't need any definitions. You never needed any concept or anything, because you know why you will be doing every day the same work. You know how to write test cases, you know how to execute it. So everything, no need to have the definitions. What is meant by test case, what is meant by test scenario, that I don't need, right? Because I'm writing the test cases every day. I know how to write the test cases. I don't need the definition of test case, right? Because I'm working from last 12 years. Why I need the definition of test case? Why I need the definition of error guessing or equivalence class partitioning, right? If I don't know anything, I'll search in Google. If I don't know anything how to write the program in Java, I'll search in Google. No one is going to ask you, right, whether you have taken the code from Google or something somewhere, whether you
yeah,
have taken help from other.
nobody asks that.
Nobody will be asking, right? So entering purpose, we need to know all these things. Entering into the industry, to enter into the industry, we need to know all this. So for that, if I am the interviewer, definitely I'm going to ask you the proper questions. Based on the answers you have given, I'll go for the next question. If I am the interviewer, because I'm doing the classes, I'm preparing myself all the basics. Because when I had taken the first class, when I started my classes, I need to study all these. I too don't know. I know the basic, I know the concept, I know the things, but if I want to teach, I need to dig properly. I need to know the concept very well. So then only I can explain better. Right? So there should be 40% luck, 60% your 60% is your how you prepare. Okay. I'm not making you scare, but I'm telling you the facts that's there in the industry. Okay. Every